Yeah, yeah. We just chillin' and vibing. Good conversations with good people. Oh, good conversations with good people. Yeah.
Welcome to another episode of Chillin' and Vibing Podcast. Man, the first episode of the year. The first episode of the year, man, 2026. And we started off with the one, the only, RX. What's going on, girl?
What's up? How are you?
I'm good. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year! It's crazy,
Yeah,
right? We made it to
we ma-
2026.
yeah, we here now. So, your music journey, how did it
Mhm.
start?
How did my music journey start? It's such a, I'll try to condense that for you. I started writing poetry when I was like super young, and I must have been like 7 years old, something like that. And then later on, I learned how to play the guitar when I was like in the 10th grade. And like I was like 15, 16 years old. And I turned all of my poems into songs. And I started making music. I really started doing it full time though in 2020 when I got my BTS placement.
Okay. I was checking
Mhm.
out your profile and I noticed you're from Canada.
Mhm.
How was it growing up in Canada? Like, what artists influenced you to want to do music?
Growing up in Canada, so right now it is freezing. It's middle of winter. So yeah, there's snow everywhere. I think growing up in Canada, I listened to a lot of like top 40, like from Canada and the US. I was definitely influenced by artists like Drake, Rihanna, Fifi Dobson, if you know, you know. And I just kind of tried to, as I got older, from doing covers, I tried to put those sounds into like my own music.
When was that
Yeah.
moment you realized music was more than just a hobby? Like, you want to pursue a career out of it?
The moment was when I was at my mentorship because I was mentored by these crazy producers. They're in a group called Stargate, from Norway, and they've literally produced like, my whole childhood of pop music. They worked with Rihanna, Neo, Mariah Carey, like, I'm sure they have a Michael Jackson placement. And they invited me out to LA, like during, I think it was like 2021 to like learn from them basically. And when I was in the room with them, I, kind of had this moment where I was like, do I belong here? And, then as the year progressed, I was like, man, like maybe I am here for a reason, I'm here alongside all these other people that are just as talented as me. So yeah, that was definitely a big moment.
That's what's up. Who are your top
Mhm.
five singers of all time?
My top five singers. So I loved Kalani before anybody else, loves her. I know she's getting all this love right now, but I listened to her since like her first project, and I think around that time too, like I released like my first ever single under, another name too. We won't discuss that though. And so yeah, she's definitely number one singer wise. Ariana, um her vocals are like always incredible. Like her work ethic is amazing. Um I would say singer wise, man. I mean, Riri gets it for me. Like I love her emotion behind every single one of her songs. Like I think God bless Cucurell because he knows how to get her, her emotion and soul out of her, to lay down on every track. Um who else? So that's three, right? Uh, let's see. Male wise, I would say Chris Brown. I grew up listening to Chris Brown. I think, yeah, his vocals are incredible. Done. And who else? So I would say, okay, more recently, a newer artist, Yeba, is amazing. I don't know if you know who she is, but if you don't, go look her up. Yeah, she's definitely on my list. So yeah.
I saw you just celebrated a birthday last month. And I saw you went to Germany, man. How was that experience? And happy belated birthday.
Man, thank you so much. Yeah, my birthday was incredible. I spent it in Germany. I went to Paris first, from Canada, made that trip, and it was amazing. I got to meet a lot of different new people, hang out with friends. I saw my manager who lives out there actually, and then I went to Germany. I took like the train, the Eurostar, which is really cool because you get to see like, everything along the way. And yeah, that was an amazing trip. But got to Germany. I actually was staying in this like incredible castle with like a literal real life castle with some amazing people who were German and Italian. And, they were so welcoming and like it was just such an amazing experience, getting to spend my birthday with them and getting to basically like be spoiled with like amazing Italian food. But yeah, it was just surrounded, I was surrounded with friends and love and light always. So yeah.
When I went over there, man, the Italian food over there is different. I swear it is. It was good.
The
It was
bread
good.
and the butter, it's so
Yeah.
good.
Uh,
Yeah. Hmm.
like no lie, I was over there for work, and like the Italian spot, I went like 2 times in one day. It
Hmm.
was that good. It was that good.
Notice like when you're over there, I'm like, man, how come I don't feel like sleeping after this meal, like what are they putting in this food?
Yeah,
In
and
North
like,
America.
and they don't
Yeah.
give like large portions. It was like a small portion, but it was so good. I was like, I want more.
Yeah, you're just like satisfied. You're having your little espresso and like the little like biscuit. It's so nice, yeah.
So, how do you usually start your songs? With the lyrics, the melody, or just a vibe?
I honestly, so through my mentors, we were taught that the melody is the most important. So there was a time where I was like writing like the melody first. So I'll do like na 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 na, I'll do like the melody first and then I'll like plug in the words. But I think that sometimes a melody can come to you with the words, which is kind of cool. Like I'll come up with like somebody will say something and then I will, come up with some words in a melody that will like go on top of what we're writing or, it just depends, I think, like whether you're writing over like a beat or, only guitar or keys. But yeah, I would say like I would agree, melody is king.
Do you write your music from personal experiences, or it just random thoughts?
I definitely write my music from personal experiences. I think it's kind of hard to, write about things that you haven't truly gone through. Because I feel like music is about emotion, and if you feel that emotion when you're writing it, most likely other people will be able to connect to it. So, yeah, I would say mostly my experiences or even like a close friend's experience. I wrote a song that's going to be coming out in 2026, hopefully, that I actually wrote about one of my friend's experiences and his basically breakup from his girlfriend of like 10 years,
Mm.
which is super sad. And, the song itself just came out of me when because he produced it. It came out of me when he was telling me the story while he was making the beat, and I was just on my phone like typing some lyrics, and he finished telling me the story, and I was like, "Hey, do you mind that I wrote this about you?" And then I sang it to him, and he was like, "Oh, actually, like it's kind of good, you know. I like this." I was like, "Okay, cool." So yeah, I hope everyone gets a chance to hear it because it's a great song.
That's what's up, man. Speaking of relationships, man, how do you feel about the dating scene nowadays?
The dating scene, I'm not really uh so I think that love still exists. Okay, I'm gonna start there. I think love exists for sure. But I do think that, this younger generation, our generation, is not trying to settle down. Like this is a very deep topic that you just asked me. Question you just asked me because I was actually speaking to a friend of mine about this a few days ago because a lot of women, females like myself, we are super independent and we don't have to rely on a man to do the things that we want to do, like travel. Like I paid for like my trip and I travel often because of me. And like when you're talking about like having children, maybe you'll make a little bit more of an effort to like go on dates and to put yourself out there. But I think that the more that women are able to just survive on their own, like I think it's not the most appealing thing to like want to be in a relationship. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Maybe I'll get some backlash for that, but I don't care.
So,
Yeah.
when writing a song, how do you know when it's finished?
Um, I think that you know when it's done when it's done, when you have all the verses. What do you mean exactly? What do you mean by that?
Like,
Yeah.
you know it's done. Like, you ain't got to add no ins and outs. Like, okay, that's it. I'm done. I ain't adding no more to the song. Cause like sometimes when you
Yeah,
writing,
I mean,
you might think of something. Well, I want to add this here. I want to add that there. But how do you know like when it's okay? This is it. This is the masterpiece. This is heat stroke.
because I feel like I finish it and then I send it to some friends and they'll be singing it and I'll be like, all right, that's it. But I don't know. Sometimes I will, I'll like release something and then in my mind I'll be like, oh, like maybe I should have said this instead of this line. But also like I feel like if what you've written, if it conveys exactly what you're feeling, like that's it. Any song can be rewritten to any different words, you know what I mean? Um, even a slight change, right? Like what's your favorite song? Like
um,
right now, or name a song. Name a song.
right now, man. I'm on Friday. I'm on his album, man. Better Days.
Okay.
Oh man, Friday go hard.
So okay,
Shout out to
so
Friday.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I've heard some of his music, but like, just go through your mind and think of like a line, right? Like, if instead of, saying like I love you, girl, right?
Mhm.
Like he could have said I adore you, girl. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
I think when it comes to my art and my music that I write myself, like I never really have a complex about like rewriting a whole section. It might be a word or like a little, oh, I should have done like a harmony there, but like I'm pretty sure of when a song is done because of how I feel about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
How does it
Mhm.
feel being a multi-platinum writer and producer?
Um, Good. I think that uh where I am now is I feel like I have done a lot as a writer, as a musician, and I feel very happy and accomplished. And I feel like the next thing that I do is not, it's gonna have something to do with music, but it's also not going to have something to do with music. And I am excited for that chapter.
What was that experience meeting Dolce?
Meeting what?
Dolce.
Dochi.
Yeah.
So I didn't meet Dochi. I met her DJ.
Oh, okay. I thought you did met her.
Yeah.
So what was that experience like?
No, on my oh, I mean, it was random. I went to Dochi's concert
Hmm.
and I met her. This photo, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I saw.
that's her DJ.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Miss Milan. Yeah, she's dope. I was exiting the concert basically, right? To go and like get my Uber with my girl. Like we went together and we just we were the last ones to leave pretty much, right? Everyone else had like gone through the doors and they were waiting outside and we were like just looking on our phones for the Uber and then all of a sudden we look left and she's right there. We were like, yo, it's her. I told my girl, I was just like, yo, like go talk to her. Go say hi. Yeah, it was fun though. The show was amazing. You know, Dochi is like super incredible. Like she's definitely gonna be, one of those legends that we talk about like years and years from now. So yeah.
Well, let's talk about your hit single, Heat Stroke. What inspired you to write that song?
Heatstroke. I was working in a studio with my friend, Sina. He's a very amazing, amazing producer. And he was just, we would like make beats basically. So yeah, so I was in the studio with him and he would just make beats and then I would kind of start to top line and then I would take the session home and I would like do some arrangements, record my vocals, all the background vocals, go back to the studio, give him the project, and then he will like do all the mixing and like final, you know. And yeah, I think that the song, how did I write it? I think I just yeah, I think I just wrote it from like the melody, to be honest with you. Yeah. I think I wrote it from the melody and then I liked the word heat stroke, and it reminded me of how when I was living in LA as a Canadian, I basically like almost gave myself heat stroke from being outside for like less than 30 minutes. Like, and then I realized like, wow, like I need a hat when I'm in this country, when I'm in California. So yeah, it was obviously it's a love song, but it's just the word, I was just like, oh, okay, let's like do like a play on words and like make it about like my lover like giving me heat stroke because like the love is just so like intense and like hot basically. So yeah.
Yeah, that's a dope track. I like it. I love it.
Thank you. Thank you.
I saw you had a cameo with Jabari, the guy who played Will Smith on Fresh Prince. How did y'all link
Yeah.
up?
Mhm. From so okay, so this actually happened because I know this casting director named Amal. He is based in Toronto. He's actually Drake's friend, like super close to the OVO squad. And yeah, he does castings for like big like music videos and stuff. So he had hit me up and he was like, hey, I need girls for this thing. Or I think he actually maybe like posted something that he needed like girls for like some videos. And then I replied, I was like, hey, I'm here like in Toronto. Like, what is it? Like, what is it about? And yeah, he just told me to like show up to this location. I don't think he told me that it was him. And at the time I didn't know like about the show or anything like that because like I don't watch TV. And so like I got there and I was just like, oh, like, it's like, oh, he's cute. And then he was like, it's actually, I don't think he released a song yet, to be honest with you, but it's
Oh,
fire. It's really fire. And he was just like shooting a video for it. So, we met on set or whatever, and then he was super, super nice, and he was playing like the song, and he asked me, he's like, hey, like, can you, he's like, can you like say the verse? Right? And he's like, so just memorize it really quick. And I was like, wow, like, okay. And now thinking back, I'm like, okay, probably easier for him to do because he's an actor to like quickly memorize like 4 lines. But for me, it had been a long day too. So we went over it like a few times, and then they had me posted up like basically where you see me standing is like on like an angle, like on like the cement thing. And I had heels on, so it was actually like I was about to fall basically, but he was just like, don't worry, like, I got you, like. And yeah, like as he was saying the line, I was saying it too, so the camera and stuff, and I'm pretty comfortable in front of a camera, so yeah, it was fun. It was really cool and very like brief interaction. We probably shot for like 10, 20 minutes, and that was it.
um, I see you the co-founder of Sound Advice Club. What y'all do?
Mhm. So Sound Advice, we are a music mentorship platform. And so I co-founded it with two of my really good friends. And it was because we basically ended up having a conversation about the music industry and how difficult it is to really find like guidance from anybody elite. And we put it together, and it really started off as a tech platform. So it was meant for mentors and mentees to connect online through our website. And then we realized, hey, why don't we do live events? So we started doing actual like retreats for people to meet their favorite audio engineer or producer in person and get them to learn from them in studio live and get them to, be able to raise their hand and ask whatever question that they want. So,
Nah,
yeah.
that's
Hmm.
dope. That's dope.
Yeah. Thank you.
So, what advice would you give a young artist that was just not getting into the game? What would you tell them?
Be prepared to be delusional and persistent because that's what this is. Like being in the music industry is not for the weak, and it's not for people who don't have the discipline to keep going. If you have a talent and if you're dedicated to posting online, and getting yourself out there that way, you'll probably, be able to make a career out of it. But if you hate social media and you don't want to post yourself and you don't want to be in front of the camera, you don't want to, you don't want to finish your songs, who I'm talking to, then yeah, there's no point. You can't make beats and have them sitting on your hard drive. You got to finish them. You got to put them out. Even if you're a producer, you got to link up with artists, be persistent. And, as my mentors told me, you cannot be untalented and annoying.
Hmm.
So,
What
yeah.
did you have to let go last year in order to grow as an artist?
Last year, um, I had to, so I wouldn't say last year, but within the last year, I think that I let go of my fear of, how do I say this? I just stopped caring, to be honest with you. I stopped caring. I stopped giving a F because I realized that if I kept holding on to all my songs, um, nobody would hear them, you know?
You
Zero
gotta
plus
let them
zero
out.
equals zero. Huh?
Gotta let them out.
Yeah, like, even if you, because for me, I know people who are extremely successful in the music industry, right? I know people who have done everything that I still like I would even want to do, you know, the things that people dream of doing, right, in the industry. And you know, I think that yeah, like if you don't put stuff out and if you're scared and if you're, you know, like I am, you know, I'm thinking, oh, it has to be done with a proper release plan and it has to be a certain way, and then it never comes out because you never get that those things together, you know,
Yeah.
like come on, like put your music out, like, you know, who was it? I think it was like Frank Ocean.
Hmm.
Frank Ocean like had like release go listen to his story or look up his story because his story is crazy. Like I think it was him and Bryson Tiller. Like they have crazy stories, you know, about like wanting to put out the first song but then being a little, you know,
Nervous.
like, oh, should I do this or whatever, right? Like, no. Listen to your heart. Don't do it for anybody else but yourself. Don't do it for your mom. Don't do it for nobody else. It doesn't matter. If you don't have it inside of you to just put it out, then don't do it at all. It's not for you. Go back to school.
Well, all right. I appreciate you for coming to
Yeah.
chill and vibe. But before we go, let everybody know what we doing.
We chilling and vibing.
Appreciate you.
Okay, peace.